Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to our channel, and thanks for logging on. If you enjoyed these videos, do me a favor and subscribe to our YouTube channel here at Watchbox Reviews. I'd really appreciate it, and I promise to update daily. If you like this watch, you can purchase it on our website, thewatchbox.com. Buy, trade, and sell luxury watches on thewatchbox.com. And today we are discussing what is likely my favorite line of Hublot watches, the Classic Fusion. Originally launched in 2008, it's a kinder, gentler Hublot, a little bit more discreet, and according to Hublot brand reps I speak to, fast becoming the most popular single model line the company offers. Now, this model right here is 45mm in titanium, which is to say it wears comfortably, it sits light, it's hypoallergenic, and it features a handsome combination of polish and satin finish. 45mm across the round of the case from 9 to 3, not including crown or chronograph pushers. It's a fairly slim watch. For an Hublot, 13.3mm may as well be considered extra thin. Lug-to-lug, it's a manageable 53.4mm, which means in terms of absolute span, it's almost exactly what you'll get from a 44mm traditional Betterini case Panerai Luminor. You'll also find that because it is titanium, it features a great deal of sapphire, a resin composite insert between the bezel and the case, and a strap that's made of leather and rubber. It is light and airy on the wrist, very comfortable, and a big part of the reason is that despite the fact that it's almost 53.5mm lug to lug, the lugs downturn rather dramatically, so it starts to curve around your wrist and the strap does the rest. It is not navy blue, it's almost like a cobalt blue, even a little bit lighter than that. The leather is of a high-grade, medium rectangular scale alligator leather composition, a very thick vulcanized rubber with a monotone stitch. The vulcanized rubber is very comfortable, and you can see that Hublot allows generous articulation between strap and case for flexibility. On the underside, you can see that it thins out considerably as it approaches the wrist for comfort, and the clasp itself is a signature Hublot piece. H-pattern bolts, satin finished center, polished flanks, trigger release. The trigger release ensuring that you have absolute security when closed. The construction of the clasp body is actually stainless steel for durability, and you can see Hublot, fashionista brand, even including an Hublot H logo in the chassis of the buckle itself. Now, once closed and sized, you effectively tuck any excess length beneath the clasp body. It features a minderless system that tucks that extra strap, so you don't need minder loops on the opposite side of the strap, nor is any excess strap length left flapping in the breeze. We can get a little bit closer now, give ourselves a bit more light, and take a look at the case finish, which is incredibly handsome. First of all, the titanium is of a high grade, as low-grade titaniums simply will not take polish. Low-grade titanium alloy generally always a matte finish, blasted, or satin. Here, of high polish with sharp definitions, you can see the transition from the beautifully fluid and nicely compound curved case flank to the hard geometries of the lugs, as well as a step between center lug and outer shoulders and a contrast between satin and polish. More of those signature Hublot titanium bolts. And you can see that the mid case is defined by the junction between the resin insert, effectively the bezel gasket, and the case band. It helps to separate visually the bezel from the mid case, and you'll note that it adds another splash of color as well as a little bit of shoulder on each side. There's a little bit of shoulder for the chronograph pushers as well, as rather than have a spindly protrusion, there's more of a visual buildup between the shoulder and the pusher itself. The pusher is elongated and of high polish, handsomely proportioned to match the swell of the crown, and I have to say that they are also a pleasure to use, as the pusher feel is outstanding. The bezel itself obviously takes its nods from Patek and AP, let's not mince words, but you can see that it's nicely executed with a satin top, polished bolts, and a high polish flank that's nicely rounded circumferentially. Moving inboard, the dial is handsome and relatively simple for an Hublot. I've never been a devotee of Hublot's arrow or open dial style. To me, this is simply more intelligible and more practical. After all, it's not a watch if you can't watch the time. The timepiece features all applied indices, diamond polished, and the jewel, I would say, twinkle, reflect light, absolutely gorgeous, like jewels and gems set on a sunburst blue base. With a balanced twin register appearance, you can see chronograph minutes at 9 o'clock and a crosshair style minimally calibrated constant seconds at 3. Anchored at 6 o'clock is the date, and you can see that you can split the watch laterally, and it has a handsome symmetry about it. There's a polished chapter ring for each of the registers. Just as the beautifully jewel-shaped and faceted indices reflect light, so too do those registers. Now, the timepiece is simple. Hours, minutes, seconds, chronograph, minutes, and date. Turn it over, and it's not much more complex. It's a Sellita base SW301 automatic winding 42-hour power reserve. It beats away at 28,800 vibrations per hour. It does feature hacking or stop seconds and a quick set date. And of course, on top of the Sellita caliber is a Dubois DePraz vertical clutch chronograph module, which means you actually get fairly smooth actuation of the chronograph. Now, this is the kind of system that can have highly variable chronograph pusher feel and sound, but this one's excellent. A versatile watch, just about the only thing you can't do is hardcore aquatic activity. Sufficient for swimming with 50-meter water resistance. It's not quite the 100 of a standard Big Bang or Unico. Nevertheless, this is an all-around Hublot and one of the few Hublot watches you can wear with a straight face in an office environment. See it and make it yours on the Watchbox.